Flash call from Turkey to the world on Syria. Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Yılmaz stated at the European Union EU conference on Syria that the exemptions recently granted to the Damascus administration were not sufficient, and emphasized that sanctions should be lifted unconditionally and indefinitely, and that there is a need for urgent improvement in the daily lives of Syrians. According to information obtained from diplomatic sources, Yılmaz attended the 9th Brussels Conference on Syria organized by the EU on behalf of Turkey under the theme of meeting the needs to ensure the success of the transition process in Syria. Speaking here, Yılmaz emphasized that it is important for the steps taken by the Syrian administration to ensure a comprehensive transition process to be supported by the international community. Yılmaz stated that Syria's economic security is important for the stability and security of the country, and that economic opportunities and employment should be created through comprehensive reconstruction efforts in order to encourage the return of Syrians to their country, stating that the recent exemptions were welcomed but not enough. Yılmaz underlined that sanctions needed to be lifted unconditionally and indefinitely, and that there was a need for an urgent improvement in the daily lives of Syrians. Yılmaz emphasized that in the final analysis, sustainable stability and security in Syria depended on the country being completely cleared of terrorist elements, and said the agreement reached by the Damascus administration with the so-called SDF should be implemented quickly and completely. Deputy Minister Yılmaz also stated that Israeli aggression poses a threat to Syria. As part of the conference, Yılmaz held bilateral meetings with Hamish Falconer, Minister of State for the Middle East, North Africa, Afghanistan and Pakistan at the British Foreign Office, Andreas Motzfeldt Kravik, Norwegian Deputy Foreign Minister, Guy Pedersen, United Nations UN Special Representative for Syria, Hannah Jalul Moreau, First Vice President of the European Parliament Foreign Affairs Committee, Amy Pope, Director General of the UN International Organization for Migration IOM, and Philippe Lazzarini, Commissioner General of the UN Relief and Works Agency for Palestine, Refugees in the Near East UNRWA. As part of the conference, representatives of stakeholder countries and relevant international organizations from Syria, the region and Europe came together.